No, I didn't die. I'm still here. What is going on, guys? And welcome back to the Washington Capitals B a GM mode. So it's been about a week and a half. I actually had to go out of province. I went all the way across Canada. I went to Ontario for a wedding. I was the best man, so I had to be there, and I took a little bit of time off. But now we're back here, and I'm ready to get back into the swing of things. So I apologize for there being pretty much no uploads and no real activity of me either on Twitter or anything like that. But we are back here, and I'm ready to get back into the swing of things. So in the last episode, we blew up the team. It was a bomb. We just dropped the A bomb. Goodbye. See you later, Kovalchuk. See you later, PK Subban. See you later, Devin Dubnyk. And now this is the team that is going to lead us to greatness, going to lead us to that Stanley Cup. We really needed to get some big-time players, and Jonathan Drouin is that. He's 23, 91 overall. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets 80, 90, 100 points this year. And as you can see there, he is a playoff performer, 14 points in 19 games, where Ilya Kovalchuk was nowhere to be found in that regard. So I'm very happy about Jonathan Drouin. We got Zach Parise here. I ended up moving Parise down to the second line to play in his natural position. He did have 84 points last year, but Nino Niederreiter has just done nothing but go up for us. I believe we acquired him at 86 overall. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but he's 89 right now, so he's been doing excellent, and he's going to get first line minutes with Malkin and Jonathan Drouin. So it's going to be Parise, Galchenyuk, Tyrati. I'm hoping that Tyrati can man down the second line minutes. He should be ready. He had almost 30 goals last year, 40 points on the third line. That's pretty impressive. And then we got my boy Nichushkin, Rask, and Paul Bittner. I think that line's going to be awesome. And we got kind of a grindy fourth line here, which I do like. Power forward, two-way forward, and the recently acquired Matt Martin from the Calgary Flames. So there he is, Matt Martin. He is a face puncher, and that's what we need there on our fourth line. Our defensive is going to be looking something like this. Alex Edler. And there's people saying, why did you get Alex Edler? He's 32 years old. Yeah, but he's got 1 year left on his contract. If we're going to go deep in the playoffs, it could be this year. I want to make the best team possible. Plus, Alex Edler is not going to be here next year. Who knows? Maybe he'll be 83 overall. We could put him right there. But we have Zibril here, who's actually not going to play in the NHL. We are going to call up this guy. You guys were letting me know. Sajarvi? Vili Saharvi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. You guys can let me know. Again, probably not. But we're going to put him in there. We're going to give him the fourth line minutes with Matt Finn, who was actually a pretty decent surprise. I had no idea that he was going to get so good. I think we acquired him at 80 overall. Boom, just like that, 84 overall. Defensive defenseman. He can get you around 30 points. Sorry, that was in the AHL. Never mind. He's a complete rookie. 0 points. I thought he had 30 points last year, but apparently he didn't. He's a fresh rookie, 84 overall. That's not bad at all. So it's going to be Noah Hannafin, Edler, Zubov, and Vilipoka. And then in the cage, kind of controversial. I went and I got Brian Elliott. You guys thinking, why? But he's got 1 year left on his contract. He's a legitimate starting goalie. He's going to put up good numbers for us. But Julio Billa is the guy that is going to get the backup minutes. And it's not really a backup. It's more of a 1A, 1B type situation. I do want Julio Billa to get a ton of ice, honestly. I want him to see lots of rubber this year. So we are going to be alternating between Elliott and Julio Billa. Now, come next year when Julio Billa is 85, 86 overall, you can see Brian Elliott go bye-bye, and then we bring up a goalie from the minors, or we just go ahead and we go get a goaltender in free agency. So there's that right there. You can see the goaltenders, and that is that. So I got to go ahead and put Zibril on our AHL team. After I do my 4-on-4 lines, we'll go ahead and give the young kid Ciarvi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably sounding stupid, but as for our AHL squad, looking like this. Lukin was our draft pick from a couple years ago. Lapierre's right there. How's everything else looking? I think we're doing okay. Is William Carrier ever going to be anything for us? Maybe. Honestly, I want to give Jacob Lapierre a whole bunch of ice, so I'm going to play him right there, and then defensively looking like that, and then in the cage it's looking like that with Freddie. He's back, baby. I don't know how he got on this team, but he's found his way back to GM xTech. I'm pretty stoked on that. But regarding this GM mode, the game is obviously completely dead right now. I haven't played HUT in so long. I haven't done any of that stuff at all. The game's pretty much dead. GM is the only thing that's really keeping me alive. I do have some ideas for videos, but I'm just slowly waiting for NHL 17 to come out. Quickly before we get into some more NHL 17 talk, it's your boss, blah, 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 I want to make the playoffs. That's totally fine. So there is it's been confirmed now that there is going to be relocation franchise mode. So we could bring a team in from Las Vegas or Quebec or like Seattle. It could be awesome. Like, that's going to be so much fun. You have no idea. So for next year for GM mode, I already have some plans with that. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a relocation right away. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm slowly waiting for that to come out. I've been hearing some things about GM mode for next gen. Honestly, I cannot wait to get that game. I'm extremely excited, but as for this, I'm pretty much just gonna keep on doing GM modes as I've been doing, and I think we're gonna be all right here. I think we're gonna be okay. We're gonna restart this Washington Capitals GM mode. We're gonna bring it back to what it was. So you can see here, Evgeny Malkin tied for first in points over the course of the preseason. Not like that really matters. So let's go ahead here and get the first game done against the Colorado Avalanche. We're starting the year on the road. That's totally fine. Let's go. First period, 1-1. Max Pacioretty, and so wow, Julio Billa got the start. Really? Okay, we're starting the young kid. All right, just throwing him in. All right. So Pacioretty scores on him, and then Sergei Zubov gets the equalizer. Period number 2, 5-2. There you go. We are giving Billa some run support. Jonathan Drouin scores in his Washington Capital debut. Malkin gets one. Nichushkin gets one, and then El Nino Niederreiter gets another goal there, making it 5-2. Oh shit, Dustin Brown makes it 5-3. As I was just gonna say, Julio Billa's probably going to get his first victory in his first ever career NHL start, and there it is. Definitely a decent debut for the kid. Attaboy Julio Billa. 4 points for Geno Malkin. There you go. Julio Billa made 28 saves. That's not bad at all. I do want to make sure Brian Elliott does get a start or two. Obviously, he should be our number one. I guess our number 1A, and then Julio Billa will be our number 1B. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, if Julio Billa's in here, no, Brian Elliott's in. So we're going to give Brian Elliott this game, and then we'll give, I'm just going to let the auto goalie rotation do its thing, and if I feel like putting in Julio Billa, I can definitely do that. So let's go here. First period against New York, 1-1. Jason Pominville scores, and then Dwight King scores for us on Eric Comrie, and then Dwight King scores on former legend GM mode all-star Eric Comrie. We had him in Winnipeg. He was our legend goaltender there. He was our goaltender for the Winnipeg Legend GM mode. He was a beast. Second period, 2-2. Alex Edler and Daniel Alfredson. Let's end it off. Third period, oh shit, tied up at 3. Noah Hannafin and Pominville gets his second. Going into a shootout, and we win. Jonathan Drouin, there you go. Starting the year off 2-0. That is what I like to see, boys. There you go. Pominville gets his third. Noah Hannafin gets his first, and that is a decent start. What I want to do is I want to start Julio Billa against Mark Messier and the New York Islanders. I just want Julio Billa to get a nice shutout against Mark Messier. That's gonna feel good on Twitter. That's gonna start a nice little Twitter war there. But we're 3-0-1, where they are 1-1-1. I want to make sure that Julio Billa does get the start. So let's make sure he's in there, getting his second career NHL start, I assume. Let's go here up against the New York Islanders. Julio Billa, you're gonna be seeing a lot of these guys over the course of your NHL career, making your first home start. Let's make it a good one, buddy. First period, 1-0 to Mishtov. He scores there. I think he was in the World Juniors this year. He had a really good World Juniors, I'm pretty sure. I remember seeing his card in HUT. Anyways, second period, 2-2. All right, we give him some more run support. Zach Parise and Nino Niederreiter, and Mishtov, he scores again. I believe he's a Leafs prospect. I could be wrong on that. Alex Galchenyuk scores on James Reimer. Speaking of the Leafs, Leafs, ex-Maple Leaf James Reimer. There you go. Chucky gets a big goal. Come on, hold it down here. Oh my God, gets a hat trick. Oh my God, Julio Billa. No, don't do this to me, Julio. Oh man, we collapse in the third period, and Tmishitov gets his hat trick, Cody Eakin, and then Scott Stevens. All right, don't worry about it, kid. It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry. You'll get your revenge against Mark Messier. I promise you. I promise you. You definitely will. You're going to be seeing them a lot in your NHL career. It's just one game. You know what? We're going to keep a tally. Every single game that we start against the New York Islanders, I am going to start Julio Billa, and it's going to be a rivalry. We're going to start a nice little trend here. So we're going to go ahead and put Brian Elliott back in the cage, and then we're going to continue on with the simulation. And then if we see the New York Islanders once again, you know what we have to do. It's going to be fun. I'll tell you that. Is there any more here before we end this one off? No, we're not going to see the New York Islanders before we end off this episode, unfortunately. But actually, we can slow sim this game because this one is Ilya Kovalchuk's old team. I believe, we traded him to Arizona. So hopefully Kovalchuk doesn't come back and have a... Oh, they scored on their first shot. I didn't even see that. Hopefully Kovalchuk doesn't come through and rip us apart here. First period, 3-1. Oh my God, Patan. Oh my God. Okay, so Parise scored for us. Look at the first period. So many shots. Second period, 4-1. Erik Karlsson. Oh shit, we made it interesting. Zach Parise, Jonathan Drouin, and Jay Money, the original Jay Money, Josh Morrissey. Unfortunately, though, we cannot get the extra goal. We made it interesting, though. Nino Niederreiter tied it. I think Niederreiter scored. Yeah, he scored with like 2 minutes left. But unfortunately, again, we cannot come through with the victory. So let's go up to here and let's just continue on with the simulation here. But like I said, I'm just so excited for NHL 17. For some reason, NHL 16 really it died really early on. Did anyone else notice that? I feel like it did anyways. I have no motivation to play the game or make any sort of videos on NHL 16. GM is pretty much the only thing, and that's a previous gen thing. So, I don't know. It just died really, really early for me. But look at Zach Parise. Damn, got 10 goals throughout his first 9 games. That is impressive. There you go. Parise put him on the second line. Didn't miss a beat. There you go. Ville Poca leading the way in plus minus, and then Brian Elliott with 5 victories on the year up against the Stars, and PK Subban get a big victory. Oh, we lose 4-2, unfortunately. Up against Colorado, who are 2-7. There's a big victory. There you go. And now Ottawa. We're going to get probably one more month done, where it's not going to be too long of a video, but 8-3-1, definitely a nice start. So I believe we have a home and home here coming up against Detroit and Vancouver. Sorry, not a home and home, but a back-to-back. So what we're going to do is we're going to give Brian Elliott this game, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to start Julio Billa against the Canucks, who are 4-8-2. So definitely not doing that great. So Julio Billa throughout his first couple NHL games, he is 2-1. Definitely not that bad at all. It's still very, very early on though, but I'm feeling pretty confident right now. We're 8-4-1 and not a bad record whatsoever. First period up against Vancouver, 1-0 Nino Niederreiter. Period number 2, 1-1. Cody Ceci gets a short-handed one. That was, whoa, hold on here, hold on. I think that was a bad one. That was from, oh my God, that was from below. Oh my God. Billa, buddy, come on. I know you're a rookie. I know you're nervous playing against your GM's favorite team, Vancouver, but from behind the blue line, let a short-handed one in. He was just trying to dump the puck. Oh man, that is some EA logic right there. That's bad. That's really bad. We got a 5-on-3, can't capitalize, and we give them a power play of their own. 1-1 here. Both goalies are standing on their head. Who's going to break first? Come on, going into OT, get the extra point. Pity point, shootout, victory. There you go. Gino Malkin on Jonathan Bernier. That is how it's done, baby. There you go. So we're going to get the rest of this month completed, and we got Julio Billa, another victory, which is nice. And we'll go all the way to this Buffalo game, slow sim that last one, then we'll call this one one an episode. But for this series, I kind of just want to play it out till the end of the year. When I mean the end of the year, I mean the end of the game, being NHL 16, because no point starting a whole new GM. I mean, unless you guys want to start a GM where we take like Pittsburgh, or we take a powerhouse team and try to win a Stanley Cup, or try to do something along those lines. So, but as of right now, I'm completely focused in Washington. That is where my heart is set, and we're doing pretty good. 11-6-1. Parise 14. Oh, sorry, make that 15 goals. He didn't like me saying only 14. Look at that, what a beast. 15 goals. Zubov has 15 assists. I'd assume that Parise is probably up there in the league leaders in goals. It's kind of funny. Every time you see Zach Parise score, you'll see Sergei Zubov, his point total, they go up as well. So they seem to be working pretty well together. Let's get the last game underway here of this episode. First period up against Buffalo, 0-0. Period number 2, 0-0 again. Okay, both goalies standing on their head, and Brian Elliott is the one who breaks first. Henderson scores on him, making it a 1-0 game. 30 shots, 5-on-3. Oh man, we ran into a hot goaltender there. That's not good at all. Come on, 35 shots. We could beat him. I don't even know who's in net, honestly. I have no idea who the goalie is for Buffalo, but he makes 36 saves, and we drop a 1-0 game. That could have been easy points, but we let that one go, and Evgeny Nabokov, the legend, he comes through, and he shuts us out. That guy is definitely the first star, no matter what happens there. So let's check out how we're doing in the stats department. So goals against average and all that good stuff, we're not up there, but Devin Dubnyk is. He's in 4th place, and he's 5th place for save percentage as well. So that's nice that he's doing well for Tampa Bay. Points, we are not up there. No, we're not up there. Okay, I see a lot of SJs and NJs. See there, San Jose and New Jersey. San Jose is doing really well, it looks like. And for wins, Devin Dubnyk is number 1, and Brian Elliott is number 6. Goals, we are number 3 with 16 goals. That's always nice to see. And assists, unfortunately, we're not up there. Pretty close, though. Pretty close to being up there, but 12-8-2. Not a terrible record. Again, I'm feeling pretty confident. Once the ball gets rolling here, I think we're gonna be a dominant team here. But once the ball gets rolling, I think we're going to be a dominant squad here. So look at Parise. This guy, you can play him anywhere. He's going to get points. 24 points in 22 games. Evgeny Malkin, 19 points in 22. Sergei Zubov, exact same thing, 19 and 22. Galchenyuk, Drouin, and Niederreiter. Niederreiter could be doing a little bit better. But again, we're only 22 games in. Still lots of hockey to be played. I'm not too worried about points right now. You can see here, oh man, that third line, something's going on there. That's awful. Chuskin, 3 points. Oh my god. I had so much faith for this guy. I had so much hope for him, but oh man, I don't know what happened. Brian Elliott, 9 and 6. Julio Billa is 3 and 2. So it's not fantastic. It's not bad. We don't really have to worry too much. Our AHL team is 8-6-2. And on that note, I'm going to end this video off. So we're going to get the ball rolling on this series. Once again, you'll see uploads every other day, if not every single day for this GM mode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your patience, and I'll see you in the next one.